You have got absolutely no idea how much it's costing you spending your time with the wrong people. Being around the wrong people is damaging every single part of your life in more ways than one. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the reasons why you need to start spending your time with the right people. And you have to identify who is right and who is wrong as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to regret the next few years of your life. So I had a conversation about this with one of my friends recently, and it was about spending time with people and figuring out after a set amount of time that the people that you've been spending your time with aren't actually your people. They're actually not bringing enough value or very much value into your life. And in fact, a lot of the time, you're going to notice if you're spending time with the wrong people that it's either draining your energy or they're holding you down like an anchor, pulling you down into the dark pits of the ocean and stopping you from climbing up to achieve your goals. And so this is why it's really important for you to spend your time with the people who are only going to help you become successful or help you achieve your goals or something to that nature. If you spend your time with people who are hiding the fact that they actually want to bring you down, and there is a lot of people out there that will hide that fact. They have a bad intention to keep you down on the ground with them because they don't want to see you succeed, because they themselves cannot or do not want to, or just are struggling to do it themselves. So they feel comfortable being around people who also struggle like them. It's good in their mind for some reason. So they'll do everything in their power, even if they don't even realize it. Sometimes they're doing it unintentionally, but they do it like subconsciously to keep you down and to make sure that you're down so that they can look like they're higher than you, and therefore sometimes even look down on you. The problem with this, of course, as you can tell, is that it's going to stop you from getting to where you want to go. And so you need to identify very quickly who are the people that you're spending your time with so that you can make sure you're spending time with the right ones that are going to help you achieve your goals faster. You can spend 10 years trying to achieve something which could actually just take you 1 year if you were around the right people. Have you ever heard the expression, you are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with? This obviously applies to both good and bad people. But the biggest struggle, or the most difficult thing, is trying to actually find out if the people you're currently spending your time with are providing value into your life, or if they're holding you back, or if they're actually helping you achieve those goals that you dream about. If you wake up and you've got goals and you're working towards something, it's so hard just doing it, just generally, just on your own, that if you're around people that are holding you back, it makes it 10 times harder. That's why I said it's going to take you 10 years to achieve those goals in one. And if you want to get there faster, you have to deal with this immediately. So how do you identify these people? It's actually harder than I'm going to make out in this video, but there's a few major things that you can see when you're spending your time. Firstly, if you tell your people that you're trying to achieve something, let's say you're trying to lose weight, and you make a point of saying, look, this year I want to lose weight. It means a lot to me. I want to get there. I want to, shave off some kilograms or whatever. And those people say, yeah, okay. And they support you in the moment, but then they're inviting you out to go clubbing and to drink and to events and things, to eat bad food or to put poison into your body. Then those are the type of people you need to have a conversation with. Now, some people don't do it intentionally. They still just want to be around you, but they just haven't kind of aligned the 2 points together. You wanting to lose weight and, inviting you out to something that could potentially affect that. So if you have that conversation with someone and they realize it and they mean well for you, they'll simply adjust the type of things or events that they're inviting you to so that it matches or aligns with your goals. The people that you want to avoid are the ones that listen to you but continue to do the same things. They continue to repeat the same habits. It's the same if you want to stop going out, you want to stop drinking. Maybe you want to go out still, but you want to stop drinking. You need to have a break. It's affecting your mental health, whatever. If you have that conversation with your friends and they understand you, but then they continue to invite you out and they only ever invite you out, they don't invite you to any other events, these are the type of people that you need to take a step back from. I know it's difficult to say because a lot of the time, these people are the ones that you've grown up with. They're the ones that you've grown up with from school. You spent a lot of time with them. But unfortunately, the reason why it's difficult to separate yourself from them is because of the time factor. You've spent so much time with them. But if you have a deep look, a deep reflection of that time spent with them, although there's probably a lot of good memories, is that time productive time that is helping you achieve your goals? You have to be ruthless in figuring that out, and you have to be real with yourself. Because if that time is not productive, if the time spent with those people isn't really helping you achieve your goals, even if they are good times, then you need to take a step back, at least just for a short period of time, so that you can readjust your life and so that you can get back on track and try and achieve those goals. Because like I said, it's going to take you 10 years to achieve those goals instead of 1 if you don't fix this now. There's a deep psychological problem with a lot of people whereby they don't like to see the people around them succeed. And you'll see this a lot in people, maybe even yourself watching this video, who are entrepreneurs, who have made massive changes and have achieved major growth targets over a certain period of time, to which case you've become almost an entirely different person. And if you've been doing that, if you've been transforming yourself over a period of time, away from the people that you spent a lot of your time with. So let's say, for example, you've got friends from school, you used to spend a lot of time with them, then you went away for a while, you transformed yourself, you grew out of your old habits, you've become a different person because that's what happens as an entrepreneur. And then one day you go back to your hometown and then you surround yourself with those school friends again. It doesn't matter how successful you are or what you've achieved, those school friends are going to treat you exactly the same as how they treated you when you were younger. Now, sometimes this is good because you don't always want people to treat you differently, but sometimes it's not so good because if you're an entirely different person, they're going to treat you in a certain way. And if you don't like it, there's going to be a bit of a rift between you. The ones that identify and understand that you have changed are the ones who you need to keep around. This is one of the best ways for you to figure out who is deserving to be in your life and who is not. Because there will be some people that want to treat you the same as like when you were at school. And even when you tell them that you want to be treated differently, they're not going to be able to do it. And they're going to fall back into their old habits. Now you've got two choices in this case. You can either put up with the negative habits. You can either put up with the chains that people place on you to hold you down, to stop you from succeeding, or you can remove yourself entirely from that friendship group, from that person, or from that environment. This is a choice that only you can make, depending on how fast you want to achieve your goals. And although it might be painful to leave some of these people behind and to remove yourself from them, you have to understand that it's not going to always be permanent. It doesn't have to be permanent if you don't want it to be, but it has to be done at least at some point in your life so that you can get to the next step. Because the only thing these people are going to do, hold you down into the same position of comfort that they are typically used to. And if you're stuck in comfort, that means that you're not growing, which essentially means that you're dying. You're happy with the status quo. And if you're an entrepreneur watching this video, then chances are you're not happy with the status quo. You want to keep excelling and becoming better and better. So make the decision today to make a change. If you've got any questions, guys, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.